And welcome back to Hannity. So this week, one brave member of the Trump administration went into the lion's den over and over again to do battle with the Destroy Trump media. Now, whether he was appearing on CNN or MSNBC, Dr. Sebastian Gorka took the president's message to some pretty dark corners of the fake news sphere, and he came out on top. This is entertaining. Take a look.
More people watch Nick at Night cartoons than CNN today.
Our ratings are doing just fine. I mean, if you want to go there, 13th, our ratings are doing just fine.
You are now at 13th place in national ratings, behind Nick at Night, which is at 11.
You used that line on Monday, and you know it was sort of mildly amusing on Monday.
Tucker Carlson gets 4 million viewers. You barely scratched 800,000. In the last 9 months, you and your colleagues in the fake news media, CNN, MSNBC, New York Times, Washington Post. I'm going to finish. I'm going to finish. Do you know who leaked the information? Do you have those identities?
I'm asking you. Do you believe that?
No, I'm asking you.
Well, I can't answer that, sir.
Do you know? You've seen that leadership from the southern border to NATO to Warsaw to the economy to the stock market. We're crushing it, and he can do that from anywhere.
All right. Well, the White House doesn't crush a stock market, but I do appreciate your time. Thanks for joining me this morning.
It's a common phrase. It means winning.
Thanks for helping me with the common phrase.
You're welcome.
Crushing it.
Anytime.
All right, a Gorka Beatdown. Joining us now, the man himself, the deputy assistant to the president, Dr. Sebastian Gorka. Yeah, I just want to point out factually, 50-year reruns of Yogi Bear, 25-plus year reruns of Full House are what's on at Nick and Night that is beating CNN. So you were factually correct, and you took it to them, and I'm glad you did. Why did you decide to do it?
Because sooner or later, somebody has to push back. We've got beautiful, intelligent women like Kellyanne. We've got, brave professionals like Sean Spicer. Somebody has to be the president's pit bull, and I'm ready. I'm going to take it to them. They had a reputation, Sean. They had a reputation. CNN in the war zones, MSNBC. It's gone like a puff of smoke. They have a credibility crisis. Think about what they're doing. They've been in this collusion, delusion for 9 months. Not one piece of illegal evidence of any illegal activity, and they spin and they spin. They're tanking. Somebody has to make them wake up, and I'm glad to help them.
Listen, it's something we do on this program almost every night, and we're giving news and information that I argue you really can't get anywhere else. And I even watched about 8 minutes last night of a CNN program. It was so shallow, so bitterly partisan, so absolutely factually inaccurate that I couldn't take it anymore. And I tweeted it out, and people wrote, why did you waste 8 minutes of your life? We know it's fake news. But here's the issue. Now we know that there was collusion. There were meetings with paid DNC operatives and the ambassador of Ukraine, and information is passed on to the Hillary Clinton campaign and the DNC. Then you've got the Christopher Steele Russian dossier, money paid out, Russian information given in that particular case. Comey even wanted to hire the guy. There's so much more evidence of collusion on the other side, and nobody else is talking about it. This isn't funny at this point.
Sean, they've made a decision. My White House colleague, Andrew Sarabian, he coined the phrase last week, the fake news industrial complex. There's two ways to be successful in your business, Sean. One way is to go after the ratings with sensationalism, with lies about Tony Scaramucci, lies about what Mueller's going to testify. Just spin, 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 so you make more money.
Everybody's been lied about. They've gone after you. They've gone after the First Lady, the first daughter. They've gone after even an 11-year-old kid, 10 at the time. They've gone after both brothers. They've gone after Reince and Bannon and Kellyanne and Steve Miller. And by the way, people that support the president and agree with his agenda like me. There's nobody that gets a pass here. They want to kill anybody associated with this president, Sean, politically speaking.
They have a psychological issue. It really is a psychological issue. They cannot believe that the American people chose Donald J. Trump to be president. As a result, they're in this bubble. They're in this psychological crisis. They're tanking, so they spin, they spin. They want to make more money on ratings, so their corporate owners are happy. The only way to be successful in this business on the long term, the only way is to do what you do, Sean. It's about truth. You say that you're a conservative, but you're interested in the truth, whether it's about Benghazi, the IRS scandal, Fast and Furious. They don't care about the truth. Think about their professionalism or their lack of it. Could you imagine a Walter Cronkite or an Edward R. Murrow having a guest on their show, and then after the interview ends, in the next panel, they insult the guest when he can't defend himself. That's what Anderson Cooper did this week. That's
pathetic.
Just unprofessional.
And by the way, use the guy that recently died to do it.
Yes.
Great job this week. That was important. A line in the sand, and it's about time people start calling him out. Good job, Dr. Gorka. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Sean.
And up next on this busy, breaking Friday.